The world saw Elias as the background noise of the corporate machine, just a mop, a bucket, and a tired face working 2 minimum-wage jobs. They didn't see the refugee professor who fled a war zone, or the desperate father working himself to the bone to afford his daughter's heart surgery. This whiteboard held the company's future, a billion-dollar AI project, currently dead in the water because of a single insoluble equation. Mass layoffs were scheduled for Friday if the code didn't compile. Elias, whose PhD was now just kindling for survival, spotted the elementary mistake instantly. But before he could move, Marcus, the project lead, strode in. He saw the janitor near his board and sneered, "Don't smudge the genius, mop-boy. Stay in your lane before I have you deported." The humiliation burned. Marcus was everything wrong with power, arrogant and cruel. Elias knew touching that board was grounds for immediate termination. He could lose everything. But he looked at the equation and he thought of his daughter. Some risks are worth taking. With a trembling hand, the former professor picked up a marker. He didn't erase their work. He simply added a small X and the correct variable in the corner. A whisper of truth in a room full of loud mistakes. By 9 a.m., the compilation succeeded. The project was saved. Marcus tried to take credit, babbling about a late-night breakthrough. But the CEO, a brilliant mathematician herself, saw the elegant correction in the corner. She knew Marcus couldn't have done it. She pulled the security tapes. She watched the mop-boy stand before the board, hesitate, and then solve in 10 seconds what her Ivy League team couldn't solve in 10 weeks. Elias was summoned. He entered the office expecting deportation. Marcus smirked, ready for the show. The CEO simply held up the marker and asked Elias, "Can you explain the variable you changed?" Elias didn't just explain it, he improved it. The silence that followed was heavy. The CEO turned to Marcus. "You're fired for incompetence and for cruelty." She then offered Elias the position of chief data scientist with a salary that secured his daughter's surgery that very day. True genius wears many uniforms. It often hides behind exhaustion and humility. Be careful who you dismiss in this life. You never know when you're talking to the person holding the marker that can fix everything.